A real quick heads up, the hosts in this podcast are entirely AI. They've been supplied with details and information from us here at Marquee Selections. Enjoy the episode.
Backsberg Pumphouse Shiraz.
It's a fascinating one, really. You see, this bottle tells a story that goes beyond the grape, linking geography, sustainability, and even blueberries, believe it or not.
Blueberries. Okay, now I'm intrigued. But first, let's set the scene. We're talking about Backsberg, a winery in South Africa.
Right, and more specifically, a wine named after, well, a pump house.
So the pump house itself, where does it fit into all of this?
Well, it all starts with the Simonsberg Mountain. It's kind of a landmark in the area, actually.
A mountain. How does a mountain play into winemaking?
It's more than just a pretty view. The Simonsberg Mountain acts as a natural border between Stellenbosch and Paarl.
Ah, Stellenbosch and Paarl, two of South Africa's top wine regions.
Exactly. And if you look closely at the wine label, you'll see the mountain's silhouette, a little tribute to the terroir, you could say.
Okay, I see it now. A subtle detail, but it makes sense. So back to the pump house. Where does it sit in this mountain landscape?
Right on the slopes of the mountain, you'll find the pump house and, importantly, the dam it serves.
A dam. Now things are starting to come together. Water is obviously a key ingredient in winemaking, and even more so in South Africa's climate.
You got it.
Yeah.
Water conservation is huge in South Africa. And this dam isn't just any dam. Back in the 1960s, it was a big deal. The largest man-made dam in the entire Western Cape at the time.
Wow. So Backsberg was ahead of the curve even back then. And speaking of being ahead of the curve, Backsberg achieved something pretty remarkable. In 2006, they became South Africa's first carbon-neutral winery. Talk about setting the bar high for the industry.
Absolutely. A true pioneer. And their commitment to sustainability is woven into everything they do, water management being a prime example.
So how does this historic dam tie into their sustainability efforts?
Well, it's a crucial part of their overall water management strategy. Remember, South Africa can get pretty dry, so they have to be really smart about how they use their water resources.
This is where the blueberries come in, right? I'm still trying to wrap my head around that one.
You heard right. Alongside their vineyards, Backsberg runs a pretty extensive blueberry operation. They grow these blueberries in these massive tunnels.
Okay, I'm picturing it now. So what do blueberry tunnels have to do with a dam and wine?
Well, they noticed that rainwater was running off these tunnels and basically going to waste.
Ah, so they saw an opportunity.
Exactly. They came up with a system to capture that runoff and pump it directly into the dam that sits right next to the pump house vineyard.
Wait, so the blueberries are essentially helping water the grapes? That's incredible. What a brilliant use of resources.
It is, isn't it? And it's not just a feel-good story. It works. There were droughts a few years back that hit other vineyards pretty hard, but Backsberg, they managed to maintain their yields thanks to this system.
That's amazing. So the Pump House Shiraz, it's not just a name. It represents a whole story of resourcefulness, innovation, and environmental stewardship.
Right. Every time you sip this wine, you're tasting a bit of that commitment to sustainability.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes you wonder, what other unexpected pairings, like blueberries and grapes, might hold the key to a more sustainable future for winemaking? It's exciting to think about.
It really is. Food for thought and a great note to end on.